poison me!
Eat it!
Classic American Thanksgiving. And after what could only be described as a very contentious election cycle, it's good to know that we can still sit down as a family and have a nice meal. Have a nice meal. Here at the Never Knowns channel, we're thankful to you. Whether you're a random person that accidentally clicked on this video, or maybe you fell asleep in bed while watching something that was actually entertaining. Maybe you're one of my 161 subscribers on this channel that I've accumulated over multiple years, because I am terrible at YouTube. This Thanksgiving, even though you'll be fighting with your family about die ratios of a foreign market against an ever-magnifying mutual funding of a lower-tier throttle dichotomy, why not enjoy my library of ever-expanding paranormal reactions here at the channel? While you're at it, why not cut yourself off a big old piece of that paranormal pumpkin pie for a murder well done? Meal! For a meal well done. Even with the throttle dichotomies, I've got to say, it's still going to be a nail biter. Speaking of nail biter, today's video is brought to you by BizarreBub, and it's titled Scary Compilation V97. As usual, I'll be leaving a link to the video in the description below. Be sure to go over there, give them a like and a subscribe. But without further ado, let's get in the mix. Let's get it.
While driving down a stretch of highway, Felicity D promptly takes out her phone after noticing something down the road. It had caught her attention, considering that no other cars were on the road. It was just her and the driver alone on this highway when this was spotted.
It's a person. It's gone.
Now this video takes place in Arenas Valley, New Mexico, where it seems that others have encountered similar experiences. Ghost sightings are nothing new to those who live around here, but this, as viewers believe.
Okay, so like the first thing we're breaking it down. That's how it works here on this channel. Now, I know it looks like it fades out, like as it's crossing, but what it could be is that it's running forward. This could actually be an animal running down and then down the road and then back into the woods or something like that. But it does look odd. Like the whiteness of it looks very, very odd.
May just be the clearest evidence of something paranormal. Although it's hard to say as to what this was, you can see that something is moving before somehow vanishing. It's a bit faint, but something is there. Until it isn't.
It like runs
now, unfortunately, not much info is given on this clip, except that it took place in New Mexico. Yet still, as many.
So if you don't know, I spent a lot of time in New Mexico. I was in Albuquerque for a while, but I used to work out there at the Philmont Scout Ranch in Cimarron, New Mexico, out in the mountains and stuff like that for months at a time. It's there's some weird stuff out there in New Mexico, folks. The Ute tribe is out there too. They got all sorts of stories about the totems and stuff they got out there. You need to pay attention. Need to pay attention to what's going on out there.
Many have commented this footage is pretty creepy. Just who or even what was seen on camera?
All right, here we go. 9. It's a slow start. Slow
A
start.
small retail store, an employee working by himself decides to tidy up a few items on display. It was like any other workday at the shop. Johann Zalazar would clock in and start the shift by organizing stock. But as he does his job, he all of a sudden runs to the back of the store, completely out of breath and visibly shaking. Johann, in his own words, had felt something heavy drop on his shoulders. Not sure what it was that was on his back, he looks at the security camera recording at this time and sees something that terrifies him beyond belief. This is what he saw.
What? I didn't see it. What happened? What?
It appears that Johann's shirt and hoodie is pulled by something. Initially thinking that someone had put their hands on Johann's back, he turns around expecting someone to be there, but to his shock, there was no one. He was absolutely positive that he felt something heavy on his.
Look at that. Somebody is pulling that. I'm sorry. Something is pulling that. Whether it's a string or something, I don't know, but this looks like a legit reaction. This dude is just kind of like, hey, I'm just putting up some batteries. I'm just chilling out, trying to get my job done. That's not wind, by the way. Some people, I'm sure, they'd be like, oh, that's wind. That's just wind getting caught in the hoodie vortex. That is not wind, okay? That there's something there, and it's getting pulled. We got him. We got him.
On his shoulders. Yet, it seems that whatever weight he had felt was non-existent. Or, so it seems. Because as viewers believe, this invisible weight was most likely a spirit who was getting physical with Johan.
Yeah, it was.
If that's the case, then its presence was definitely felt. But whether ghost or not, Johan has been left terribly shaken by this incident. To this day, there is yet to be an update on this whole occurrence.
Yeah, he probably wants to forget about it and move on. Man, that was a good one. That's a good one. 9's good. Put 9 down as number 1.
Mother, who for some reason began to feel an overwhelming sense of anxiety while taking care of her baby. It was just her and her son alone at home, watching a movie peacefully when things took an unexpected turn. Looking at the bathroom door, she notices that it's wide open. When she last looked, it was somewhat shut. Seeing that something was different, she grabs her phone and begins to record. Whenever something like this happens, according to her, things get very weird. It's a common occurrence, but on this night, what she captures is unlike anything she's ever experienced. On the verge of having a panic attack, she records the bathroom when this is captured.
The door is moving by itself. Please go away.
What
Please
the?
go away. You're not wanted. Go away. Whatever you are, go away.
Okay, a couple of things. What is this? What is this thing? This black thing here. What is this? Is that just lighting or something? Okay, you know what this scene reminds me of, too, before we continue? There's an old video of a lady whose dog goes running up to, like, it almost looks similar to this whole scene. And this shadow figure, like, pops its head out and she flips out. But it was a dog that was, like, playing with the shadow person. If you know which video I'm talking about and you want, just link it down below. But it looks definitely like that. It's an old video, probably from like 2 or 3 years ago.
Oh my god, oh my god. Oh my god.
Why is it? Put some WD-40 on that door.
I am so scared right now.
Oh, don't tell it that.
Please go away. It can't be spooky. Spooky?
At the bottom it says, trying to think rationally and logically. I just start to call out the cat's name. So she's calling out the cat name. I know you probably can't see the whole thing there, so I just decided to read it out to you.
Psst, 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 psst. Spooky? Moo?
To say that the mother was spooked out of her mind would be putting it lightly. It's the fact that she pulls in her child after sensing something dangerous that really shows this. Now, she didn't see it at first, but after watching this video, she saw it. At the entrance to the bathroom, a very distinct shadow-like figure appears quickly. It's actually pretty quick when it happens, so it's understandable as to why she had missed this, but seeing how fast it moves only adds to the creepiness of this footage. Whatever this might have been seems to pop in and out quick before seemingly disappearing.
Okay, so it's short, like it's a very short shadow looking thing. Could be a reflection of her kid, because she says she grabs her kid to pull the kid in close. Maybe it's some kind of lighting reflecting on the back there. I'm trying to see what it could be. The door, though, the constant creak of the door is what's weird. I don't know. First off, I'd just put some, I mean, you know, if you got ghosts and they're messing with that door, it might be nice to put a little WD-40 on there. You might not even notice them after that because you won't be hearing the squeak. But I don't know. It's very weird. I don't know what this weird black thing is here. This looks like, what is this? It's bothering me. I'm going to be thinking about this all night. I know. I'll probably going to wake up tonight and be like, what is that black thing? So if you know what that is, somebody let me know. But it's weird looking. But very odd video. I never say it's not paranormal. It possibly could be paranormal. She seems like, she says there's a phrase there where she goes, this is the weirdest thing I've seen in the house since I've been here, or the spookiest thing. You know, could it be the cat? Because she does have a cat. The cat's not around. Could the cat be behind the door messing around? Possible too. There's a lot of different things that could make this seem spooky that isn't. But I don't know. I wasn't there, so I don't know. She might be right.
Seeing this and hearing the bathroom door creak has led her to believe that something paranormal took place. But whether ghost or not, there has yet to be a definitive explanation for what was captured on this night.
Pretty good. Pretty good. But it does remind me of this old one.
In the following video, a security guard is doing rounds at a hotel when she suddenly comes to a stop after encountering something very disturbing. This video took place in 2019 and was recently shared by a friend of the security guard shown in the clip. At first, the friend who posted this wasn't sure if sharing this online would be a good idea. What was captured, according to them, is something that the hotel would rather keep under wraps. Perhaps to avoid reminding people of a terrible incident that occurred many years ago. In 1986, this exact hotel, which was formerly called the DuPont Plaza, had mysteriously caught fire, resulting in many lives being lost.
Yeah, there it is.
Guests had no choice but to leap off their balconies as the flames went off the whole building. The sight of this was hard to bear, to say the least. But fast forward to 2019, and the hotel is now rebranded and remodeled under a different company.
That reminds me of like 9/11. They were saying that trigger warning for anybody who... people were doing that during 9/11 too, when the buildings were on fire and the towers were on fire. I guess at that particular point, you know, it's one or the other, and you know, my heart goes out. That has to be what I can't find the perfect word for it, but it has to be one of the most inevitable feelings at that particular point, and it must be terrifying. So, yeah, it doesn't surprise me that ghosts are probably sticking around all messed up. Yeah, of course.
However, from time to time, strange things would happen here. Hotel guests would report supposed paranormal experiences and blame the fire incident that occurred years ago to explain this. The following video is a prime example of what guests experience while being here. It's late at night when apparently something pulls the security guard's hair. Take a look.
Oh! Look at her, dude. She's like, what the f...
Looking closely, you can see that her ponytail is the first thing that moves before she tilts her head.
Yeah, dude.
However, its movement is anything but subtle. It's as if something had yanked her hair, causing her to...
Look, it jerks her neck. Something grabs her. I'm sorry. This isn't like it got hooked on, like her ponytail got hooked on something. That literally, like, that would have broke the hair strands before it snapped her neck like that. Something grabbed her. Something was like, you need to get over here. And look at the, and look, she turns around. She's just like, excuse me.
Jerk her head in a sudden motion.
Look.
According to the friend who posted this, the security guard thought that someone had ran away upon pulling her hair.
Yeah.
But after watching this clip, that clearly wasn't the case. Her hair was definitely pulled, but it wasn't someone she could identify, let alone see. What happened here, as the friend believes, was something unexplainable. But as always, I'll let you come up with your own conclusions.
Yeah, she got manhandled by a poltergeist. That's what happened. Did you see that? And she turns around, she's just like shocked. She's just in full shock. That's a legit reaction. That's what we're looking for. That's the real stuff. Debunk that, people. Debunk. Go tell that lady that she did this for clicks. Go ahead. Go ahead, debunkers. Go down there, find her. Tell her that she's lying. Go ahead. I'll wait. I'll wait.
Just
I won't
what
wait.
exactly could explain the security guard's hair being pulled?
Yeah, tell her she risked her job to make a TikTok
It's
video.
late at night.
Yeah,
when a
sure.
group of friends
Whatever.
decide to enter a hospital
We
that's
got
been
him.
out of
We
service for
got
quite
him.
some time. They would never come alone unless they were dared to do so, because apparently this place is not what it seems. Although seeming like an empty facility devoid of any doctors or patients, the Felix Bonis Hospital in Santiago, Chile has been said to have a certain presence within its walls. Now thankfully, the lights are still on inside this hospital, which is a good thing for the group. The emergency system powering these lights appears to be running, but even with the lights on, the following incident remains just as frightening. This is what they caught.
Familia, estamos aquí en el hospital Felix Bonis. Son las... ¿Qué hora es? ¿Qué hora es, familia? ¿Qué hora es? ¿Qué hora es? La 1:08. La 1:08. La 1:08. La 1:08.
Oh, come on.
It happens quickly, but upon looking closely, you'll see what appears to be a silhouette.
Okay, this I have trouble believing in, because you're telling me the guys didn't see that, right? Because they don't move. This could just be another one of his posse. He's got like 18 people doing this ghost hunt, and they're all walking down the hall. Like, this could just be another one of his group. I don't know about this. Hopefully we got something else, because this is not doing it for me.
Silhouette of a person just walking past the group of friends. No one had noticed it, and no one realized what was captured until much later when watching the footage. Clearly, something had been there, but it's hard to say as to what exactly it was. Briefly, we can see what looks like a distinct outline of someone small, but strangely, whoever or whatever this was goes unnoticed by the group. It's for this reason that they no doubt believe that this had to be the spirit of a deceased patient who doesn't know they already passed. But ghost or not, it seems that what was captured will currently stay a mystery.
I think this is the opposite of the one that we just saw. Whereas, like, I think the last one, totally legit. It's not somebody going for clicks or something like that. Whereas this one seems like they're just going for clicks. Like, they probably did go there to investigate ghosts, but they didn't find anything. But they need to put something up on the internet or something. So they just have, like, that's their buddy down there or something. I don't really think that that's a ghost. Could be. Like I say, I don't say it's not paranormal, but it's not paranormal. Number 5.
Taking place inside someone's apartment, a man immediately stops what he's doing to record this video, as it was just now that stuff started moving.
And just stuff is moving, right? So this has moved. I thought it was because maybe one of the things is stuck in the blinds, and I closed the blinds, but that was one thing. The bike then fell.
Within the span of 30 minutes, things just started moving on their own. This is something that commonly happens, but not once has it ever been caught on camera. But on this night, something happens that scares the living daylights out of the man. Hoping to get something on camera, he captures this.
And I'm just kind of now trying. I tried to film other stuff when the bike moved, and I deleted that video because nothing happened. But I'm just trying to see if I'm going mad and want to catch something. I've noticed things in this flat for quite a while, but I've always put them down to like neighbours' noise or whatever it might be. But this is the first time I've kind of actually seen things move. But yeah, so I don't really know. I want something to move, and I also don't want something to move. If anything is here, please, by all means, feel free to move something.
See, that's what you shouldn't do. That
here,
you shouldn't ask it to do stuff.
I don't know, whatever you want to move. Move the bike again, or the remote here. Don't be scared. Although I am a little bit scared. It's one of those horrible situations where you kind of want something off. There is no way. I'm so glad I got that on recording. Oh, I'm coughing all of a sudden. Holy. Oh my god, I can't believe I actually got that one.
Okay, alright, chill. Something else. We need something else. Chill out. That could be...
Please move it again. You've done that much. Please feel free to move it again. This, by the way, has been propped up here for ages. This has not been moved. It's never moved before. Like, I'm actually shaking a little bit. Sorry for swearing, by the way. Oh my god. I'm so happy that I've just got that on tape. And like this, yeah, this isn't like attached to anything. Like there's nothing attached to it. Like I haven't kicked it, I haven't moved anything. It's been, yeah, like, well, I don't know how it was now, but it's been kind of propped up for a long time. I'm going to lay it down a bit more.
It looks like it's pretty sturdy there too.
I absolutely knew that
Had it not been for him lifting his guitar and showing an up-close view of the neck, then this definitely would have raised some suspicions. No strings are seen anywhere besides those on the guitar, and nothing around it hints at the possibility of this being fake.
What do you think?
It's the lack of questionable evidence that makes this possibly
real,
legit? And therefore pretty creepy. Yet this only gets creepier when noticing how sudden the guitar moves.
Yeah.
Usually, when things aren't propped right, a slow shifting movement occurs before gravity takes over and makes it fall fast.
Right, yeah.
This, however, immediately moves as
it's
if
like
somebody
moved it.
pushed it.
Yeah.
To the man, whatever happened here was surely paranormal. But of course, whether or not that's so is up to you to decide. Was something supernatural at play here? Or is there something else that could possibly explain this?
Well, this is how it starts, right? This is how his journey begins, right? You're all having fun, like, oh, move something and I'll put it on tape. And then the next thing you know, they're standing over at you in the middle of the night with a dark shadow with big old teeth trying to eat your soul. That's what's going to happen. And it's all because you wanted them to move something. See, now you got to get a priest in there. You need him to splash some water around. There's things that need to happen. I don't know what to tell you, people. Don't do Ouija boards. Don't, prop things up expecting, the afterlife to engage with you. We've got our side. They've got theirs, So, don't ask them to come onto your side because it's going to be really hard to get them out. There's going to be a process. Anyways.
Now, not much is known about this next video, considering that the original source is unknown.
Oh.
Where it came from, or who exactly posted this first, remains a mystery. But despite lacking any sort of context, the video is still
that a
pretty
mannequin?
creepy. Taking place in what appears to be a museum, a group of people visit an exhibit that is, well, a bit disturbing to say the least. As with most lifelike mannequins, there's something quite off-putting about these, but it's not the mannequins that make the video pretty spooky, but rather something else. Whoever took this video seems to have not realized that they captured something unusual during this moment. They didn't see that this was captured.
There could be in here.
Appearing out of nowhere, a shadowy figure resembling a woman is caught in the mirror. Its reflection is captured, but the person casting it is nowhere in sight. That is, if it was a person. While some viewers agree that it was a person in the sense that they used to be alive, many believe that this was its ghost. Seemingly dressed.
I don't know. Because this is a mirror. I don't think this is a doorway. I think this is a mirror, I think. This looks like a reflection thing, and people usually walk slowly through museums and stuff like that. This is a tough one for me. This is a tough one. I don't know. I do not know.
In a gown that a woman would wear during the Victorian era, the mysterious shadow passes by, unfazed by the group of strangers.
Because what I think this is this is just a regular wood door with light from a window shining on it, and it's just a reflection of somebody walking by. That's what I think it is. I could be wrong.
In the room. It's as if they've been here for quite some time. But like most videos, without much context,
this is crazy,
it
this room.
as to who or what was caught on camera.
That's a
if
tough
you
one.
caught something creepy on camera, or if there's any ghost videos you'd like me to check out and include in the next compilation, you can send them over to scaryvideos444@gmail.com. That being said, let's get back to the video. On the night of October 4th of 2024, a young couple watch a scary movie that's already been seen by the boyfriend. It's his girlfriend's first time watching the film.
Oh, dude,
exactly
sorry.
How he imagined she would react, completely scared. It's for this reason that he films this video. It would make for a funny clip, but little does he know, this exact moment would be anything but funny. Now, viewers agree that it's already creepy enough that they live in a house.
I think I want some pea soup tonight. For some reason. I don't know. I just had a hankering for it all of a sudden.
House filled with clown dolls and other horror-themed items. But what was captured beats any of those things. As they watch this movie, this is caught.
And of the Son, and the Holy Spirit, by this sign of the Holy Cross of our Lord Jesus Christ, who lives and reigns with the Father and the Holy Spirit. Damien!
It's not even scary.
It is scary.
It's not.
Look down and pity.
You killed my mother.
You killed your mother. You killed your mother. You killed.
What was meant to be a funny clip of his girlfriend's reaction turns into something they would see in their movie. Out of nowhere, the clown doll on the wall moves.
Yeah.
Unaware of what just happened, she continues watching the film while the boyfriend remains speechless, as it seems that the doll had come alive.
Yeah, because you were making fun of the demons. And they heard you. And they were just like, all right, you want to play? We'll play.
While some think that the film had something to do with this, the couple believes that something else was responsible. As it turns out, they live across a cemetery that's quite literally down the street from them. The following is the girlfriend's footage. Take a look.
My scary clown video. Okay, so I thought I'd show you that I actually do live across the road from a cemetery. Normally this stuff doesn't scare me, but the clown kind of did.
Okay, so if you don't know, you're not supposed to go into a cemetery at night. If you go to cemeteries, there's usually a sign posted that says cemeteries are open until dusk, and they close at dusk and they open at dawn. That's what the time is on. That's because if you go at night, the spirits can attach themselves to you, and then they take over little clown statues that are hanging on the wall. That's what happens. See.
So then, according to viewers, it's no wonder why the doll had come alive. It only makes sense that watching a scary movie near a cemetery would lead to this. But as always, you be the judge on whether or not this was paranormal. Just what exactly had occurred that night?
You were messing around, and you got called out. That's what happened.
On a sunny day, somewhere on a peninsula, a man records a video of an ancient fortress that was built in 1725.
Ooh.
Obviously, the fortress has stood the test of time, seeing that it's still intact. But it's not the durability of this place that baffles the man who filmed this. Instead, it's what appears at this place that's left him pretty spooked. He was taking a video while he and his brother explored the fortress. Although many tourists come here, very few know that the fort has taken the lives of many pirates who invaded the peninsula during the 18th century. Knowing this, the man couldn't help but feel a haunting presence while being here. Now,
Is this the Black Sails? You remember that show, Black Sails? That show was bangers, man. And they kept trying to take this one fort that was near the beach all the time. Y'all remember that, if you're Black Sails fans? Yeah, man, that's what this is.
the quality's far from HD, but the video still captures footage of something visible and quite peculiar. This is what was caught.
Okay.
Huh? Oh. He's coming for the treasure.
The man who took this had no idea that something
What
appeared
is
around
that?
the fort. He further adds that this
What is that? Is that a bug? What is that? It looks like a little squid guy, doesn't it? Like it's Squidward?
whatever it was,
What is that?
had been inside a closed-off section to the public. There was no way that a person could have accessed this area, as no one had stepped foot there for years. If it wasn't a person, as many believe, then what exactly was this? Now, it is kind of odd how despite the video's quality, we can still make out distinct figures in the distance.
Right, yeah.
But this, even from a not-so-far distance, is hard to make out. While some speculate that it might be the spirit of a pirate who died while crossing the fort, others are simply baffled by the clip. Although uploaded in 2023, this video continues to remain a mystery.
For a 2023 video camera, this doesn't look great. It seems like it should be a little clearer, but I'm not for sure. But the object itself just looks like something that was added post-edit. But even then it doesn't, I don't know. That's a weird one. It looks weird. That's why I think it's a bug, maybe, that couldn't focus.
A man named Connor Lyle recorded something strange on his doorbell camera. It happened on a Thursday night when no one else had been outside. Connor had just come home at around 8 p.m. and was heading towards his house when suddenly he gets the strangest feeling. It was as if his body, out of instinct, had sensed something threatening. Perhaps thinking it was all in his head, he shrugs it off and doesn't think much of it. But fast forward to him looking at the footage captured of that night, and his stomach drops. The following is his footage. Watch.
Oh, wait, did I see something like flicker? Yeah, like in the back. Did you see that?
As it turns out, his fight-or-flight response wasn't just random, but rather completely called for. Right behind Connor, there appears to be a shadowy figure walking by and then disappearing out of nowhere. However, after seconds pass, it reappears again, but this time a bit closer. It's as if it was making its way towards Connor. Feeling once again immensely unnerved,
he talks.
Turns around and sees nothing.
You see him? He's like yelling at it, like, who's there? Like, do you see that? Oh, dude, this is a good one. This is good. That's how I know it's not his shadow, right? Because he keeps, like, turning around. So he knows something's there. His brain is like, we got supernatural stuff. You need to be on high alert. And he's just, like, turning around like, who's there?
But clearly, as he would eventually find out, something was behind him. What this was is unknown, but judging by Connor's reaction, viewers think it's best if he stayed away from ever encountering whatever this was.
Watch.
While there has yet to be any updates from Connor regarding this footage, this incident continues to remain unsolved. Thanks for watching.
Oh man, great one, Bizarre.
Also,
filled with paranormal goodness. Filled to the brim. Thank you, Bizarre. Great video as always. Some stuff really good. Some stuff okay, makes me think. And some stuff's not that good. But that's how it is. It's hit and miss sometimes, you know. That's how we learn. That's how we figure things out. So that when we finally come down to it, we can say, hey, the paranormal is real because of A, B, and C, and it doesn't matter anything what debunkers say. We win, period, end of story, and then we just shut the book and we walk away. See? That's how we do it. Pretty clean. Don't forget, I'll be leaving a link to that video in the description below. Go over there, give them a like, a subscribe, a happy Thanksgiving. And if you enjoyed this video as well, give me a like and subscribe. You can even share it if you want, and give me a happy Thanksgiving. We don't discriminate here. You can do all that if you want to do that. Anyways, until next time, I'll see you when I see you. So see ya.